All right, guys, I'm Connor Ferguson. This is Daryn Pittman. This is Always Race Day, and this is Infield Beers. And man, you had the 69K car ripping tonight. I think everyone in America knew you were doing.
No, Don Kreitz Jr. had the 69K ripping tonight. I just was lucky enough to be able to drive it. So, I mean, honestly, it's been that way ever since I've drove the car. I mean, it's we've had very few nights that I feel like we weren't really fast and had a shot to win. And we came here in June and ran really, really well. I felt like, I think it kind of exceeded both of our expectations coming to a track that they don't, run very often. And then just to be able to come back and back it up at the 𝗬𝗶𝗲𝗵 on Sunday. And then, obviously to put together a really solid night tonight was a lot of fun and pretty rewarding for sure.
Absolutely, and you walk into the outside front row of the Knoxville Nationals, a race that you haven't won yet in your career.
Yeah, I've never won a race at, in my opinion, I've never won a real race at Knoxville ever. And so third's the best finish we've ever had. I've had a couple fourths, a couple fifths, I feel like. But yeah, it's just a track that honestly I've historically struggled at and have never really been able to find victory lane. So yeah, it'd be a great way to, I didn't think when I was 45 and partially retired might be the best chance for me to win one. But honestly, after our prelim night and as good as my car's rolling around there, I think.
You think this is the best chance, the best you felt going into a national?
I mean, that's tough. In 2016, man, when I was with 𝗬𝗂𝗶𝗲𝗃 and the Great Clips car, we finished fourth, but I mean, it felt really good, and I had a realistic shot at winning that one as well. So I think my car suits me better for a 50-lap race. The 69K does. We just don't know what the conditions are going to be. If it gets tricky and the middle works and whatever, I mean, I think there's some scenarios that give us a little bit of an advantage. But man, I mean, Kyle Larson, Rico, Gio, Macedo, I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, these guys are running really well and really good, so it's going to be tough. But I like our odds, and I think that we, can at least maybe surprise some people and give it our best shot and see what happens.
And you're a guy that you've raced 7 other times this year, and that's it. You're not in the car every weekend. You're not feeling those bumps and feeling the dirt all the time. Have you had to do anything differently to mitigate that, or is it as simple for Daryn Pittman as riding a bike?
When your car's that good, it's like riding a bike. It's easy. Honestly, this car, I'm driving it. It's not driving me. Like it's so easy to drive that it's in control. So nothing feels fast. And I think that's the only thing that makes sense to me why Kyle Larson can be as good as he is in everything he gets into, is I just think things come in slow motion. He's able to process things, I'd say faster, but I think things just don't come at him as fast as they do. And when your car is on the edge of even if it's fast, if it's on the edge of a little bit out of control, it's hard to make really good decisions when you feel like you're having to drive the crap out of something to make it do what you want it to do. And I just don't feel like I have to do that with the 69K. So it never feels fast, and so therefore it just makes me more comfortable and I feel more in control of what I'm trying to do and accomplish with the race car. It's honestly, I've done this a long time, but it feels different than anything I've ever drove.
You're in the 69K car. Are you posse this week?
I'm whatever they want to call me. It don't matter to me. I'm a kid from Oklahoma that dreamed of being able to race a sprint car for my whole life, and so was very blessed and fortunate to be able to do that for 20 plus years on the Outlaw Tour, and I'm happy with whatever they want to call me, to be honest with you. And that's not playing games. That's just honestly how I feel. I was proud of my 4 years that I raced in Pennsylvania. I was proud of my years on the Outlaw Tour, and proud to be able to drive a car for a Hall of Famer, Don Kreitz, and Davey Brown's not here, but obviously he's a big part of this team, even when he's not.
You're one of the few people in America, people in the world, that have won the World of Outlaws Championship. What would a Knoxville Nationals win mean to you?
A lot. I mean, honestly, the National Open, 100%, that's the race I want to win. That's the one that's, to me, has eluded me, mainly because I've been so close. I ran third in a couple fourths. I've never left here thinking that I was the car to beat for the Nationals. And so that changes my perspective of this race. So I just don't think I've ever been that close. I haven't gone through the Donnie shots where he finished fourth, or second 4 times in a row or whatever before he won his first one. And you've got to lose this race before you can win it. And I don't think I've ever even really lost it. I mean, obviously, when you finish 3rd and 4th, you weren't close enough that you feel like you let one slip away. Obviously, this is the biggest race of the year. It's the biggest race in the world is sprint cars. And so it would be something that obviously would go down probably bigger than my championship. But I just don't know that I feel like I'm that close to doing it.
Well, if you got to lose to win it, you didn't win the race tonight, so we'll count that so you can win Saturday, all right?
I'll be happy with that, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to start on the front row and see what happens.
I cannot wait to see what you do in that race. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This has been Infield Beers. Thanks for watching.